Gotcha 6.
Did anybody hear about if you have like the throwing knife and then if you throw it and you reload, you get an extra one
I
and
tried
you
to
get
do that,
pass it
but
to.
I couldn't do it. I gave up on it.
Talk about the ammo cache?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta hurry up
Oh
and
yeah, that's
drop it when you
old.
throw it, and then
Yeah, that's old.
did they patch it?
Oh, they patched that a while back.
I was gonna say because I tried to do it,
Huh.
it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Yo, 2 megas side by side.
Yeah, I see him. We could bring him over here. I can get him over. Oh, never mind, he's dead. The
I
other
might just
one
get a
didn't die
contract
though.
from the.
Maybe it's theirs. Maybe it's.
They're a
Yeah,
hunter.
that's another team's bounty.
They're bounty my money.
They need to let you stack stuff in your backpack. These backpacks too small. Can't carry shit.
Yeah. Some shit.
Loading fresh mag.
Where are we going?
Over here on me.
The last disciple we just fought took like 5 minutes to kill. It's just crazy. I'm confused because it says the bounty's by me. Is the bounty by y'all?
Yeah, it's over here.
It's telling me it's behind me for some reason.
I don't see him. Is he underneath us? Under the bridge?
He's right here.
He's
Dead.
where? Okay, I can see it. I see,
All we have is that death.
Changing mag.
we could do that. We got a pretty good team.
Fucking burning them out with that flamethrower, man.
Yeah.
Melting shit over here.
When the attorney spoke with his client, the client said he had no recollection. And so again, here's Brenda presenting facts about what was paid in that subsequent accident, and then even sharing the police report to explain why we would be willing to try to settle the claim, but we weren't going to budge from where we were starting. Great. We're not going to vary from that greatly because of the information that we have. So again, just good job of using facts and communicating. And then here's one with Drew. This didn't happen in Louisville, but it happened out in the state. You can see it's attorney rep and our insured driver. This was another commercial policy, and we insured a sanitation company. The claimant was a driver for the sanitation company and made a big claim needing shoulder surgery as a result of the incident. This was a claim where there was a lot of property damage, but he was claiming that he hurt his shoulder when he fell out of the truck because the steps that he would normally step down in were removed, and that's what hurt his shoulder. Now, what we also found out is he was an aspiring musician. So and that did play a role in our investigation. And so you can see Drew communicating, we're making a nuisance value offer only, and here's where he says in the notes clearly, we've got body cam footage, we've got an engineer's report, we've got a peer review, and first off, the surgery wasn't medically necessary, but then we've also got YouTube music videos that's being posted while, again, he's trying to advance his music career, but alleging that he can't work. And then also from the body cam, there was no allegation of him falling out of the truck. It was quite the opposite. He actually went to go and try to help pull somebody out of the other vehicle. And so anyway, just relaying the evidence that we have in a professional,
Quick revive, anyone?
way, not oversharing.
Yes.
But also just explaining this is why we are where we are, and if you have other information we need to consider, let us know. So, I just wanted to kind of bring up, I've got an example that I'm going to show here in a minute, but again, just wanted to ask for consideration of maybe looking at referring these casualty claims before receiving the demand, and maybe some instances when we might want to look at doing that would be localized.
I think somebody's going towards that. Or they're doing the cargo for one.
And you're looking at
Cargo,
I'm
looks
sorry.
the picture you see on the right. is the
Cargo
vehicle
or
that
that
belongs
one?
to the party claiming injury.
No, I think the team is doing a cargo going towards this. Not unless the cargo's available.
It is.
Oh, cargo is available, but they're on it.
Let's go ahead and get that over to SIU.
Death, man. Shit, you should have went the other way, bro.
That we can look and possibly find recent prior.
Hold on, stay there. Death, you stay there.
Looking on ISO and you see recent prior injury claims, again, go ahead and let us get that. You're seeing a big gap in treatment when it gets started, so maybe they go to the ER and then we find out that they start.
They might be able to grab the cargo, didn't do that.
Again, let's figure out what's happening during that month. Or if you see aggressive treatment, we know that we're used to seeing people maybe going to the ER, maybe going to their primary care physician, and then maybe starting
Alright, I got cargo.
therapy for a couple of months. Well, if we're learning that, someone's having MRIs at their first visit to the chiropractor, and then they're being scheduled for, injections within the first month, again, let's not wait. Let's go ahead and get that over there so we can start doing some preliminary work. Rather than waiting for a demand that comes and then we're scrambling because it's a 10-day demand, a 15-day demand, or a 20-day demand. But here's a specific example that we actually received the claim in SIU before the demand.
Alright, who's getting this ride?
Again, when you look at the photograph, and you can see that this is a side swipe on the expressway. And so you see a little bit of scuffing on that right fender just above the tire. And that's the extent of the damage. Now, unfortunately, we've paid $2,800 for the repairs, which I'd say we probably overpaid that on the property side. But that's, that's all there is a scuff. And then you look at the police report, and I just wanted to be clear. The police officers, it's just like us. We can say something when we're talking to each other about a claim that we could never put in the notes because it looks too opinionated or it looks too subjective. I just want to remind you, officers are the same. There are things that they think that they can't put in the notes, and so they may try to say something in the narrative without actually saying it explicitly. And so here you can see what the officer's narrative, very small and light contact, just a small scuff. I was able to wipe it off with my hand. There wasn't a dent to suggest any impact was really made. I then asked the driver how or if she was really injured and needed an ambulance, because there was not really any damage to her vehicle. So this is what he's able to write. Now, next I'm going to show you body cam, and you might want to turn up your speaker just a little bit, because we're going to hear what the officer says that it can't make into his report. So again, this is what he wrote, but let's hear what he says to his buddy once he actually gets it. If I can get this play here, let's see.
We got 2 minutes left. Do you guys have a strategy in doing the one you're gonna do? That you're gonna do?
Yeah, we go in, we do ACV first. Clear out your rucksack. So usually just cashmere's. I mean, we got 6 people, so we don't need like a bunch of jugs. I have a few turret circuits. Sentry guns to slap on the ACV.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah, and other than that, everything else is pretty simple.
Yes, sir.
I need to hit the buy station. Right here. We'll grab perks real quick. Rest of what I need. I don't know if we'll have time for that.
No, I need a buy station. I need some sentry guns and shit.
Look,
Yeah,
I didn't see
buy
how much
station's
time
up
was
there where
left.
we were at.
And the EMT worker even said that, she told me she's
We're not gonna make that. I mean, guess we can.
So we're saying
No, we're gonna go. We'll go ahead and go in.
these things, so we want a recorded statement from her to talk to her about her injuries and her claims. We want to talk about the subsequent claims, and we're also going to consider what's reasonable. And so if she's going to say that any of the treatment that she's had over the last 3 months is related to her leg, then
I don't only have 23,000.
We're going to be asking for prior records that show her leg. So
you need some money, bro, let me know, bro.
March the 8th.
I'm just
Is
gonna
anybody
get a, I'm
killing
gonna fill
Stoner?
my,
March the 13th,
Like,
we got to
usually
withdraw.
somebody always asks for the money at the end
So
of
I've
the
got this
round.
working theory that could be wrong, but attorneys are
We're
looking
at
for easy money.
96,000.
Some people are difficult to work with. We know that because we've had to work with difficult people, especially unrepresented people. And just because they become represented doesn't mean they become easy
Yeah,
people.
that's
I got an extra
It
Kazi.
can still be difficult. And so I don't think. I have to consider that if we can get to the attorney.
Hey, everybody let me know when they're ready.
Maybe before the demand goes out and before they get invested, when something like this comes up, there might be something that works in our favor. And again, rather than getting a demand and it's
Ready.
10 days, a 10-day demand, and we're looking for
Alright,
an
wait
extension,
for them at the bus
20-day
station.
demand, and we're looking for an extension, and we're trying to scramble and get
Yeah, plenty of time. The storm's all the way up top.
background of the other providers and a thorough background on the claimant. Like let's get these claims over early. Because the body cam, this one we were able to get within a week or 2 of ordering, but in a lot of major cities, it's taken months to get the body cam. So just something to consider. Settlement funding companies, and I apologize, this slide's a little bit busier than what we normally like to have, but we are seeing them. I'm not going to get too far into the weeds to it today, but there is some legislation that Florida is looking at to make settlement funding companies their role in a claim more known. If legislators have their way that are pro-insurance in Florida, then the terms of the agreements and the payouts, all these things are going to become known, and the players are going to become known. And so they're maybe shifting, at how they want to do their work, and maybe we're seeing them migrate out of Florida, and we're maybe seeing them, like they've already been in Georgia, but we are seeing them in Tennessee a lot, and we've had an instance of them in Kentucky. So just some things that we might want to look for. What we're seeing is maybe 14 to 20 days after the ER visit, so maybe they go to the ER on the date of loss, then they don't do anything for. And then they're getting an ESI, a cervical ESI, and a lumbar ESI on the same day. And you can see that's going to account for about $15,000 in specials just from that one day. And for the rest, or even like a regional.
Following green.
Following green, bet.
got a turn at the first one.
We got this big ass fucking creature following us. Oh, we got another one here.
You got to move that
deal with 566.
sentry gun over to this corner.
Receiving 125, but just pay attention to stuff like that. That's probably evidence to see a settlement funding company's involved. What's the big deal with a settlement funding company? Well, a lot of times this is what we have to look at. There may be unnecessary treatment, and then we're looking at inflated billing. So that's what we're looking at. That's why they're a big deal.
Alright.
Oh, it's fucking freezing up. That's bullshit. Oh, here we go. It's always something. At least I didn't take all that shit. It came my crystal. I just took my selfies and shit.